What's up, guys? Lunarastarshine here. Today is September 3rd, and let's see, hold on. I'm trying to record on like 3 platforms, so let me start fresh here. What's up, guys? This is Lunarastarshine. Today is September 3rd, and I want to give you guys a little bit of a energy report and let you guys know what type of energy we're going to be dealing with in the month of September. And I want to bring in any readings and guidance, maybe any questions that you've got for this month. I want to drop you any insight and knowledge that's going to help you navigate the energies going this month. Now, the last 3 days, I've been experiencing some intense awakening and intense epiphanies to what's going on in our reality. So what I've been saying is it's time to hack the matrix right now. It's time to really hack these codes because there is too much that's been going on. There's too much density that's been actually limiting us from becoming that next level version of ourselves or stepping into our truth and allowing our higher self to live through us. There are actually limitations that are in place that have been structured to keep us from actually feeling whole and feeling fully connected. So what that looks like is, well, how do I say this without freaking you out? There are higher beings out there. I don't want to say they're higher being. They're definitely not higher. They're pretty much lower, actually. But they actually have set up a system to where it makes it harder for us to thrive because they're able to absorb and suck our energy, our essence, from us through these systems and structures that are in place. That's why it's hard for you. That's why you're faced with limitation when it comes to financial abundance, and you're feeling like you're unable to really live your purpose because of the money system that's in place. It's not your fault. It's a crappy situation that was set up in order to make people live like hamsters, pretty much, always running on a wheel, thinking they're living out this dream, when really they're just serving someone else's agenda and not actually their own, because they're falling in alignment with society tells them they should do. And we're programmed this way since we're children. We're programmed that way in school to learn how to sit at a desk and be obedient and live by this clock, this system that is actually set up to keep you living like a slave. Slavery is still very much existent, and many of us are still slaves to the dollar and slaves to the clock. So what we have to do as sovereign beings now is reclaim our sovereignty and no longer allow these outer circumstances drain us of our life force energy. It's now time for us to call back that life force energy back into ourselves and harness it. That way we can utilize it to better serve the world and better serve one another, because there is power in numbers and there is power in community coming together and just overriding this system. It's going to be really simple, but it takes enough of us to come forward and actually use our voice for the greater good. That's what it's all about, because our voice is so important, and our voice is actually programmed with language. We're limited by our voice because we're only taught how to express so much through our language that we're taught. So now, for me, the biggest thing that's helped me along my journey is through self-expression and through chanting and singing. Those help you to really awaken your voice and help you to manifest and draw the things you really want in your life. Voice is important. Writing is important. Take the time every day to focus on self-expression, whether that's through creative arts, writing, or using your vocals. And just because no one hears you, or you're doing it on your own, doesn't mean it's not effective. It is still effective to go and make chanting part of your morning routine or meditative process. We are going to be able to hack the matrix using our voice, using chanting. And when we come together in numbers, that's when it has the biggest effect. There's already been scientific evidence and proof that When people come together in mass meditation, there are a lot of benefits that happen for those communities. So it is a time for us to come together more and do these global meditations. You can do them from home, do them in your community, but meditation, chanting is really important right now, because I feel that we are limited by our society right now, because they're just feeding us through our media to remain attached to this physical reality, right? Remain attached to get that new house, get that new car, get that new job, look cool. How do you look cool? Obtain as much money as you can, obtain status through Instagram, all these different things that are keeping us attached to this physical, this 3D realm, which, there's no problem with that. Of course, I want to see you all succeed and obtain the physical things that you want in your reality. However, know that it goes further than that. Okay, that's not the end all be all. Sure, you obtain all these wonderful things in your reality, but then what? So, look ahead that way in your creative visualization. See yourself with obtaining all the physical things you want in your reality, all the physical experiences, and so forth. But then what? Are you really happy at that point? Do you really feel like you did it, because for me at that point, my end all be all would be ascension and uniting consciousness on a global level, because that's where the real magic is. Physical things, we got to release our attachment to them. So we'll be challenged. We're being challenged with the money system. We'll be challenged with physical things. But our point, the thing for us to do is to remain thankful, remain in a state of gratitude for what we have, for what is in our experience, for what we don't have, because it's all part of this great story that is unfolding. Whew. So, don't let yourself get stuck into fear or program with fear, because that is a program that some beings decided to put in place to basically take your essence from you, take your life force energy. So right now we need to do whatever we can as possible to reclaim our sovereignty and reclaim our life force energy, and that is how you hack the matrix. Also, I have been experimenting with DMT, and I've been experimenting using rape in the morning in my meditation and before I do my chanting, and it has had excellent benefits. Part of this is to release all attachment to physicality, but there are tools that can assist us in getting there. It is an evolution. It is a process. You don't have to expect yourself to do it overnight. It's a process and evolution, and the biggest thing that helps you to do that is taking that time in the morning, and you can incorporate some tools that might assist you on that journey. For me, the rape has been helping me feel really connected to source when I do my meditation and kundalini and chanting. But yeah, so I wanted to give you a bit more insight for the month of September. Things to do is really important that we start incorporating meditation, chanting, those kind of things in the morning again. The other thing is to remain really strong in your foundation and remember your values. What are your core values, and are you really living in alignment with those values? Because if you're not, you are going to be facing a lot of challenges. But if you are remaining true, regardless of what's going on in your outside circumstances, if you're remaining true to yourself and following your heart, following your passion, following what you really love, you're gonna succeed. Success is inevitable, okay? So remember to slow down, breathe, and take time to actually look at your values and ask yourself, are you actually living in alignment with those values? Because if you're not, you're going to be dealing with some challenges. So yeah, so I wanted to pull a couple cards for you guys on the energy for this month. I have a deck called Sacred Geometry here, which we have some Arcturian keys here. And so also this month, it's important for us to maybe like give up any habits that are no longer serving us. So that can be like addictions, like sugar addictions, or maybe you have the habit of binge watching Netflix, or smoking, any habits that you know that aren't serving you anymore. It's a great month to choose to let go of those habits. One of my roommates, Shannon, she's doing sugar-free September. So because she's had an issue with sugar. And so it's a great time to cut those things out. I've started the month out with a fast. I'm on the second day of my liquid fast. And for me, fasting just is really important because it actually resets the whole body and the digestive system. It's really important that we eliminate any toxins from our body because our society, especially in the city, is filled with toxins, right? From the chemicals that we use to clean with, from the EMF waves, electricity, just the dust in the air. There are just, I could go on, especially in Las Vegas and you're going in casinos. Like I had to quit my job in a casino because I realized how toxic of the environment it was with the cigarette smoke from the air filtration system. It was just a really unhealthy environment for me, and I ended up getting appendicitis while I was working there, and I felt like a lot of it had to do with the stress of the environment that I was in. So get yourself out of the unhealthy environment. You don't have to be a slave to the system. You can find what you're passionate in, find what your gifts are, and start offering those gifts because people need them, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull one of these sacred geometry cards for the month of September. What is the energy this month? What do people need to be aware of? Okay, here's our card. Ah, beautiful. Okay, that's a really nice image. We got a nice star here in the middle, a square, and a circle. So this is interesting. I think it has a lot to do with being strong in our foundation, being willing to go in multiple directions, being centered, and then expanding out into the world. So expanding our circles, expanding our groups. We've also got this green energy, which is the heart, sharing love, and the back of the card is confidence. And it's a lot of square energy. So confidence is being confident in yourself and having that strong foundation to build upon. Because the stronger our foundation is, then the more confident we'll be in the world. And confidence is something that it takes practice, I believe. You got to just keep showing up to feel confident. You got to keep serving. You can't give up because there will be things that will test you and trial you, but you must keep showing up and keep going. And remember that strong foundation where you came from. And that's going to help you to grow and expand into the things you really want. So the energy this month is really about getting centered, strong in your foundation, and being confident to move towards the things you really want in your life and to share your gifts and talents with the world. No more excuses, no more hiding, no more bad habits. And well, you will still have bad habits. Those things are, sometimes it's hard to just quit cold turkey, but maybe instead of focusing on quitting, maybe focusing on incorporating new habits that are better for you. Because I believe that once we start just incorporating new habits, sometimes some of the older habits just fall away anyway. Like if you start exercising more, you'll also probably want to eat better just naturally because you're already putting energy and intention towards being better, towards yourself. And so naturally things will organically start to come into place for you. So slow down this month, take a moment to look at your values and look at what's really important for you. Do what it takes to feel confident in yourself. If you're not confident because you're overweight, exercise. If you're not confident because you're not where you want to be in your life, in your business, or in your relationships, do what is necessary to become confident. You know what to do. You have the answers. And if you need extra support or help on your journey, that's what I'm here for, to deliver you these messages. Oops. If you would like a reading from me, I offer oracle readings through my website, lunarasta.com. I also offer coaching and private healing sessions. Right now, I'm offering 4 intuitive healing and coaching sessions, package deal for only $444. That's 4 sessions, and that's a really good price. So if you do want some extra assistance right now, if you've been dealing with a lot of heaviness, or you just need somebody to help you be accountable for what you want and what you want to succeed at, let me know. And I can also offer you intuitive clarity and insight on what's been holding you back, or maybe more can help you more in the direction and focus of your life, so that way you can be living out your passion and your purpose every day, because that is vital for us right now. We have no more excuses. The help you and support you need is there for you. All you have to do is ask and be open to receiving it. So yeah, so thank you guys. Feel free to check out my website again. This message has been sponsored to you by lunarasta.com. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys soon.